everyone. This is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit Consultation. Hope everyone is doing well today. I want to go over how to lock your credit report. Okay, I think this is a topic that a lot of people don't necessarily talk about or even know that you can do. And there are a lot of situations where you want to lock your credit report. For example, if you think someone has taken your information without your permission, if you think that something just doesn't look right on your credit report and something's always happening or whatever the case may be, or if you just want to keep companies from, doing pre-screens or, soft pulls, soft inquiries, or even a hard inquiry for that matter, you most definitely want to put a lock on your credit report. So let's talk about how you can do that. First off, there's 3 credit bureaus, the main ones, okay? There's a 4th one, but of course the main ones are going to be TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, okay? Each bureau has a process as to how you can lock your credit report with them, okay? In most states, it's going to be $10 per bureau, not a month, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's a year. I think it's $10 for every time that you actually lock your report. The reason why I say I think is because as of right now, nationwide that I've seen is $10 to lock each credit bureau. Okay, all you have to do is go to I'm going to put the links down below for each credit bureau and what the process is. It's really simple. You just fill out your information, and of course you pay the $10, and it's $10 to lock it, and then it's also some cases they charge you $10 to unlock it. Now there are separate services that are out there that locks like you pay a monthly fee. They monitor your credit report, and you can lock it and unlock it if you have the app. Okay. Now there's different type of companies that offer different types of services. I'm not going to promote any of them. It's not that one's better than the other, but you don't have to have a monthly service to lock your credit report. Locking your credit report is optional. Okay, and it's like, for example, let's say you wanted to lock TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Let's say you want to do it tomorrow. Okay. All you have to do is go to the links, pay the, fill out everything, pay the $10 for each one of the bureaus, and of course your credit report is going to be locked. Now, let's say that you go to, let's say, a dealership and try to buy a car. They won't be able to run your credit. Why? Because your credit report is locked. Okay. Now, this is where it gets a little tedious because if you go directly through the bureaus, as of right now that I know of, the bureaus don't have anything that you can just go and log into and then unlock it. I believe you have to make a phone call to actually unlock it. If there's any new information on this, and I'll put it down as we move forward. But as of today, which is July 2nd, 2017, that's how the process goes. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, there are other third-party services that are out there in which you can, pay a monthly fee, and then of course they give you the app. And you can just by the press of a button lock that particular bureau or lock all 3 bureaus. I haven't seen one yet where you can lock all 3 and unlock all 3 through an app that I've seen yet. But there are some that I'll put down at the bottom that I know for sure are legitimate companies and third-party corporations. So, but normally I believe some of the bureaus, they have their own monthly plan that you can do that with as well too. Okay. As far as I know, FICO, myfico.com does not have anything like that as of yet. Credit Karma doesn't have anything like that, again, because it's with the actual credit bureau. So that's pretty much how the process would go if you want to lock it or unlock it. And to the best of my knowledge, it's $10 to lock it and $10 to unlock it, and that's for each bureau. Okay, so most dealerships use TransUnion. Here in Illinois, that's the case, but I've seen it pretty much nationwide though too. But you can always ask the dealership too, hey, which credit bureau do you guys use, because I keep my credit report locked. And they'll tell you. It's not a big deal. It's not like it's a secret. They can legally tell you it's not a big deal. And that way you know which one to unlock. So, because if you're, let's say, I don't know, trying to transact business after 5 or after 6 p.m. or if it's the weekend and you go directly to the bureaus, you won't be able to call them because no one's there to take your phone call to unlock your credit report. So I hope that makes sense. But don't worry, I'll have all the links below. But again, you want to lock it if you think someone is taking your information, or if you just want to be like super secure about your credit report. I've thought about doing it as well too, but I make not a lot of transactions, but transactions here and there. So I will most definitely be paying to lock and unlock and things of that sort. There's no limit to how many times you can lock and unlock, of course, because they're getting paid for it. But if you're not going to be doing anything for a while, you can always lock it. I cannot tell you how many of my personal clients that I do one-on-one consultations with nationwide have situations where they say, man, I need to know how to lock my credit report. And there's another thing too. If you think that there's something that's on there, but you're not sure if it was you or not, you can always call the company. I had a client, he had an inquiry on his credit report, and he wasn't sure if it was him or not. So he called me and says, "Oh my God, I don't know what to do." I said, "Well, let's not panic. It may not be identity theft, okay? If that's the case, all we have to do is just let's call the bank first." Sure enough, it was him that did something earlier with the bank, and he just had forgotten about it throughout earlier that year. So, but it's good that you stay on top of things like that. Versus I have another client, she had a situation where there was someone trying to they already did. They put a utility bill in her name, and she found out because of her credit report. It shows anytime you use a different address and you're applying for credit, it's going to add that address to your credit report. It's not going to bounce it back and say, "Hey," because people don't change their addresses all the time. And credit bureaus, again, only you are supposed to update it, or unless you apply for credit, and of course your name is on something. So in that case, she locked it. So, but don't worry, I'll put all the links down below. Hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, of course, like it. If you want to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe. I try to do a video every week on different various credit topics. A lot of people are talking about credit nowadays, but be careful, because a lot of people they speak from theory. Talk about what they've seen someone else do or something like this, versus actually being in the game, in the trenches, because credit changes. As we know, a lot of big credit changes are coming up. I did a video on the credit changes that are coming up regarding medical bills and public records and legal items, things of that sort. But there's a lot of different things changing. So you want to make sure that you're not just going by theory, but that you're actually going by experience. And with me and my experience and my company, 850 Club, I know for a fact that we can help you if you're looking for a one-on-one consultation, okay? So if you like this video, like it. Want to subscribe, subscribe. And if you know someone that this could benefit, you can just share it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.